I was not made for running. Getting practicing for the cheese rolling competition. One day I'll enter it, and one day that cheese will be mine.
Hello.
Hi.
This is Ceri.
And this is Kat.
And we are Tea in Valhalla.
Here we are again in wonderful Wiltshire. Today we are in Maiden Bradley, and we're heading towards Bradley House, first stop. And then we're going to take you up a little hill, a local hill. What's the hill called?
Long Knoll.
Long Knoll.
And there's an art installation for the NHS up there called Ribbon of Light.
Ribbon of Light.
So we're going to go and have a little look at that.
Excellent. Come and have a look.
So Bradley House is actually Jane Seymour's family home. And Jane Seymour was the Queen of England for a year. She was Henry VIII's third wife. In fact, the only wife that had a proper funeral. None of the other wives did. She actually died naturally of childbirth after giving birth to Edward VI, which was the child king. And he was so young when he came to the throne that he had to have a protector because he couldn't make decisions himself. He was too young. And the protector turned out to be Jane Seymour's older brother. So he became then the equivalent to a king. And he made lots of decisions, but he wasn't very popular because he was making decisions that were good for the common man. So the gentry hated him.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, this led him to be overthrown, locked in the Tower of London, and eventually beheaded. And also Edward VI, the child king, Seymour's son, he was the first child to be born into the monarchy that was a Protestant.
In the 12th century, Maiden Bradley was founded.
Yeah, it was founded after the leper hospital, and it was for young ladies, i.e. maidens. So that's why it was named Maiden Bradley. It was just a great big leper hospital.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And as I mentioned in the video before, the church is attached to the stately house by this door. Look, this is quite a usual thing. It's kind of proved my point. Look at it. It's a big door, isn't it? Oh, it's an unnecessarily big door.
I'm but a tiny person.
So parts of this church is 11th century, some of it's 13th century. But it's lovely. Look at that. That was a good church. Oh, I think you can actually see the old part, can't you? It's almost a slice.
That little chunk
Yeah.
with all the big slates.
That's interesting.
That Roman.
Now, apparently there's a Roman sarcophagus here of a female. And she was apparently dug up from here in the 60s, not sure why. Then placed in the All Saints Church. But because that wasn't a correct thing to do, really, resurrecting and then replacing somebody, they dug her back up and placed her back here, as this was her original resting place, and so they should.
No,
Open!
So we're just going to leave the church now, try and pick up a footpath to take us up the hill. There is a little bit of road walking involved, and as you saw earlier, or might be able to hear behind us now, it's quite a busy stretch of road.
It is.
So we'll probably bring you back in a little while.
Once we get onto the knoll, innit?
So we survived a pretty dicey bit of road walking. We stayed up on the bank as much as we could and stopped and waited when required. But yeah, heading up onto the hill now.
Yay!
Yay!
Hopefully get some views.
Views!
So yeah, here's a little bit of information about the Ribbon of Light art installation we were talking about. Bruce Munro is the creator. It was a ribbon of light as a tribute to the hard work and dedication of our NHS workers and volunteers. Absolutely.
Let the light shine on the NHS.
Yeah, damn straight. Got a hell of a job. There's not many things I'm patriotic about.
Yeah.
But the NHS
is one of those things.
Yeah, it does get me every time.
Wasn't it the other day we heard on the radio about the influx in applications for nursing students?
To be a nurse, yeah. Amazing. I mean, considering these are people that have obviously seen the struggle.
Yep.
And
then wanting to step up themselves. Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah, that's an incredible thing. And well done on any of you out there doing such a thing. Again, a heavily lived in area.
Yeah.
Mentioned in Doomsday Book, Saxons lived here. There's lots of barrows and tumuli from the Iron Age, and an open barrow. It was actually weirdly it was opened by Henry Hall.
Oh,
remember
fantastic.
Henry Hall?
Yeah.
From Stourhead?
That was the Stourhead chap.
It was. He absolutely loved archaeology. Yeah, he opened one of the barrows here and it was a Saxon barrow. So that's pretty cool.
Good knowledge.
I don't know what happened to the finds actually. Hopefully local museums, I don't know. I'm not sure that the GoPro is able to capture that. Ceri's trying to capture that. But there's a pair of red kites flying overhead. They both look female, to be fair.
Might just have got a bit of the kite using its tail sort of rudder in the wind. Fantastic.
It's that beautiful fork-shaped tail, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, reached the top of Long Knoll now. And Long Knoll obviously is, as it sounds, a really long knoll.
Absolutely.
Well named.
I asked whether it was anything to do with JFK.
He went, is it anything to do with JFK?
Turns out not so much.
So yes, it's really long, so we've got to walk all the way down there. Might be able to see right in the distance. And then eventually we'll get to the art installation. Sheep are living pretty well up here. The grass is lovely and thick. Grows well on this chalkland. Very nice. So these are some of the CDs I think that should actually be on the art installation. A lot of them are Christmas and Mum ones. I don't know what that's telling us as a society. Did we bin all of our Christmas and Mum CDs? Who are we? I don't know, is that telling us something about society? That's all I want to know. Dark days for Britain. Got a bit of a dip now in Long Knoll.
Yeah.
Go down, back up. This is the start of the art installation, the ribbon of light. So obviously in the end that'll run all the way along this fence. They're just attached by little ding dongles. So in the summer, or when the sun is shining on it, from the road, well, from quite a distance actually, it just looks like a shimmering mirror. Obviously it's really dull today, so it's hard to see that, but you can get the point. It's an interesting concept. It's lost some of its CDs here. But I do wonder, in this natural landscape here, with its kind of, there's a lot of birds and stuff here, I do wonder if that has any effect on the wildlife here. I'm not sure. Because I mean, mirrors and shiny things have been a deterrent of birds and mammals centuries. Although obviously I love the idea behind it, I'm not sure in practice it's really worked. I mean, there's a huge amount of gaps where they've just come off, and now where are they? Like, is that just now trash in the countryside? These are CDs, they are not natural, they don't decompose.
Yep.
Where are they now? And then there's loads broken on the floor, that's where they are. It's just broken pieces and, oh dear, I'm just not sure about this. In this natural landscape, it feels a bit jarring, do you think, or is it just me?
I appreciate the cause and the sentiment behind it.
Yeah.
I just think it's been poorly executed.
I don't think it works in this
And I
aspect.
hope if somebody's watching that has anything to do with this, they get back up here and tidy it up, because I find it quite offensive, to be honest.
Oh, he's offended! Oh, his generation's offended.
Well, it is. We get told off as hikers and campers constantly for leaving no trace.
And that's right, we shouldn't.
And we don't. We take great pride in that.
Yeah, but yet we get a lot of flack. Blimey, Christ. The media seem to think that we should be crucified.
Yep.
And then this is kind of revered.
Good news though, guys. Good news. There hasn't been a wild mountain lion attack here since the installation.
So there's always pluses, okay?
I'll be interested to hear what you all think of this art installation in the comments. I think Kat's doing a little piece similar. I have my own thoughts on it. Obviously, massively grateful for the cause and the NHS, but surely there's better ways that we can pay our appreciation than this.
So this is Long Knoll Trig. Trigs, by the way, are triangulation points Bordant survey.
At 288 metres, this is Long Knoll.
Boop. Obviously been used for running rabbits because there's lots of old warrens everywhere, and it has been ploughed, but it's quite clear that this used to be an Iron Age settlement. You can see the tumuli under us. I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but Ceri's in the bowl at the moment, and there's sort of a bowl shape here, and the bowl on the outside is the normal shape of a tumuli, which is normally a burial area. Ceri's too excited to take photos of what he didn't know would be here. Nor did I.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was nice to see a trig point.
Yeah, I love them.
Might not be the tallest point in the world, but at the moment, again, just highlighting that importance to get out, have a little explore, find new things.
Yeah.
And yeah, just soak it up.
Feel good.
It does feel good.
There's nothing like it. Nothing replaces it. Does it, Ceri? No, any money in the world, big houses, you can keep it all.
Yeah. Take your stately homes and your estates. Give me a trig point up a wet, muddy hill.
Oh my God, that's true. Is that weird?
I'm happy.
That could be weird. Should be the other way around. My mum will be shaking her head, thinking, no, always go for the money.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, it's really
views.
nice.
Yeah.
Just stopping for a nice cup of tea.
Cup of tea and some biscuits.
Yeah, because it's really pretty up here, and we're hoping the sort of that it clears a little bit more as well, because it would be nice to see a bit further out into the distance.
Yeah, we'll try and show you a little bit more if we can.
Yeah.
It's yeah, it's a beautiful Wiltshire landscape. We're looking over Somerset. We're sat in this particular angle. But yeah, very nice.
So there is a question we've been asked a few times now, and that is, how did you get your name, Tea in Valhalla?
It's a combination of things, really. So massive tea fans, aren't we?
Oh yes.
Huge fans of tea.
And we don't drink alcohol, really.
No, alcohol free. We also love the Viking sort of time period.
I'm a bit of a history buff. I love history.
Yeah.
And also back in the day when Ceri was part of a walking group, somehow we got dubbed the Hiking Viking.
Yeah, I've been bought like a novelty hat that's come out on a few times, and a few different walks and done the rounds with us.
I think it was just because your general build and attitude, and because he's very head down and I'll just do it. If you put him in one direction, he would just plough through it. It's you've got weird personality, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
You could, honestly, it's like a clockwork
pop me in a boat and I will row.
He would row, honestly, and just keep rowing, and it would never end until he hit England.
So we put the two together. We thought, well, you know, if ever my shield maiden and I fell in battle, we'd end up in the halls of Valhalla, hopefully. And rather than a flagon of mead, we'd ask for a
cup of tea in Valhalla.
Cup of tea in Valhalla.
And that's how it came about, really. Nothing more unusual than that.
Yeah, I wish I could say, you know, it came to us in a dream. Odin's son spoke to me in my sleep. So if either of us did have any Viking ancestry in our bloodline, it would be Kat.
Yeah, in all seriousness, it would only ever be me. Ceri's entirely Celt. He's a Welshman whose ancestry is all Scottish or Welsh, and his mother's fully Irish. All of her family are Irish, so he's a pure Celt. So.
Yeah. Whereas Kat, blue eyes, blonde hair, beautiful.
Pale as hell. He means pale as hell. And yeah, all my family are, especially my father.
And actually, although she might not look it, but Kat is 6'6" tall. I edit her down in using some special effects.
He's a wizard.
In post.
He's
just
an editing wizard.
You know, keep that Viking secret.
Yeah. Also, he gets embarrassed by just how much I tower over him. Yeah.
Just gonna eat my biscuits, finish my tea, and then we'll get on with the walk.
Did you want some of this?
Yes, please.
I'll save you some of
That,
this.
hold on, I'm gonna turn it off. So we've just had our tea and biscuits, giving you guys a little explanation as to why we're called Tea in Valhalla.
Oh, you're so lucky!
Oh, insight! We're hyped up on caffeine, and we're heading off into the unknown now.
Yeah, so we hated that road we had to come along. So instead we're going to do a weird all the way around the gaff. So we've got to do it by going down the other side along Knoll, following some roads around, and hoping we don't get hideously... Oh my god, that's a drop off, isn't it?
Quite a
And
steep.
look at this! Wow. Right?
So, gonna try and run down this last little bit, probably only 50 metres or so. Might end
Break your bleeding neck.
might end up on my bum.
You're going to break your neck. Oh my god!
Woohoo! Jesus! Crikey. Not the fastest. Oh my god. Woo! Oh my god. I was not made for running. Stop. Pump the brakes. Getting practice in for the cheese rolling competition. One day I'll enter it, and one day that cheese will be mine.
It's something I've noticed about the estates in Wiltshire. It's this metal fencing. I don't know if anyone can tell me what the link is or why it's the case. Maybe there was a lot of forges? I don't know. But this metal fencing, this type of fencing, I have seen it on so many separate estates. So we're still walking down Duke's Road at the moment. Thank you. Thank you, my fine assistant. Duke's Road hark back to the fact that Thomas Seymour's brother was the first Duke of Somerset. Incredibly powerful and rich man. And in the 1840s, he donated the money to have the village hall and the school built. And it's also the reason why that the pub in Maiden Bradley is called the Somerset Arms.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That'll be why the coat of arms is on the sign then?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the Somerset coat of arms is on the pub sign. Hopefully we'll be able to see that and walk through.
Fantastic, we'll show you that in a bit.
Yes, cheerio! This does show how long the knoll is actually. The knoll starts there, runs all the way along here, and there is where the trig was.
So we're just heading back towards Maiden Bradley now. following the footpaths, sticking to the signed and guided areas.
Yep. I tell you what, one of those drinking troughs for horses that I talked about again at Stourhead.
Yeah.
Is over there. That's one.
That's one over there, is
Yeah.
it?
Again, I think this is another donation by the Duke of Somerset. Drink Travellers, drink of Bradley's Purest Real, which, strange to say, runs quite a mile uphill. Then to your fantastic steed let all attend, an honest horse is surely man's best friend. Look at him then. So that's where the water would come out. Hang on. Good.
All right.
Man's best friend, Ceri.
So behind us is the Somerset Arms, sadly undergoing lots of renovation works at the moment. I say sadly, it's obviously a good thing. Sadly for us, the sign is missing.
Go on, I want to show you the coat of arms.
The coat of arms.
So we're just heading off home now, but we hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's a brilliant little bimble. Thank you ever so much for joining us.
Yeah.
If you have enjoyed that, don't forget to hit like, smash subscribe, and leave a comment down below for us.
Yes, please.
Really appreciate it. We really enjoy all the interactions. Thank you ever so much.
Yeah, really nice.
Until the next adventure, stay safe, stay well, and look after each other.
And enjoy those green spaces.
We'll see you again soon.
See you later. Bye. Take care.